Welcome back to Barber and Haskill's Kitchen. My name's Amanda. Today we are making a recipe that was voted on by our Facebook followers. So thank you everyone who took the time to vote. We had 23 votes. We're making loaded baked potato soup in the crock pot. I did a little bit of prep before the show just so that you didn't have to watch me cut and peel potatoes. So in the crock pot we've had cooking for 4 hours on high. We have 4 cups of russet potatoes that have been peeled and cut. We also have 3 cups of chicken broth and 1 small onion diced and put in there as well. So I'm just gonna go over the other toppings that we have, and this is gonna be for post soup when the soup is done. We have some cut up cheddar. We also have some cut up bacon. And we have some green onion, which is gonna make a really good garnish for the soup. So there's still a little bit left that we have to do before the soup is ready, and we have to kind of create like the thickening agent that's going to make this soup nice and creamy. So I'm using this really nice induction oven. I've never used one before. This could be exciting. So I'm putting in a 1/4 cup of butter to start, and we're just going to turn this on. Get it all melty in there. So along with this butter that's starting to melt here in this pot, you can't really see it, but it was just in the fridge and it's already starting to melt super fast. We're just gonna add in also a 1/4 cup of flour to this as well, which is really gonna make sure that your soup kind of gets that thickening kind of aspect to it. I'm just gonna turn this up a little bit to try and speed up the process for you here. Dump that in. And I've pre-measured everything just to make sure that nothing is burning while it's on the stove. So the instructions say just to have this cooking, you're gonna want it to simmer a little bit, and then we're gonna add in the other ingredients that we have here as well. So we actually have a 1/4 cup of sour cream, and we are gonna be putting in a 1.5 cups of whipping cream as well, and then salt and pepper to taste. So just working with this butter here, it's starting to melt really nicely in here, and it's kind of turning into a nice little paste sort of, and the recipe says that you want it to cook until it starts to bubble a little bit. 1/4 cup of sour cream, and then we're going to do a 1.5 cups of whipping cream as well. This is going to be a really nice and rich soup. All right. So the directions say to have this heated until it's nice and thick. So that could mean a lot of things to a lot of people. So I'm just going to use my discretion and kind of see how thick we can get this to go. So let's do this. All right, so I'm just gonna come over here and show you, this is how thick it's gotten, which kind of resembles to me what loaded baked potato soup should be like. So all we're gonna do is we're gonna take this nice mixture here. I'm just gonna come over here, move my toppings out of the way, and we're just gonna actually put this mixture inside of the crock pot. And from here, we're gonna turn it, I still actually have it on, but we're gonna make sure that it's on again for a whole half an hour longer from this. So we're just gonna pour this delicious mixture into here. Make sure we get as much of it as we can. This is the good stuff. It's nice and thick. So from here, I'm just gonna mix in this into our potatoes. just until it's nice and well incorporated into the mixture here. Looks pretty mixed to me, so we're just gonna put the lid back on. And we're gonna make sure that this is set for another 30 minutes. And then we'll be back and show you what the soup looks like. All right, and we are back. It has been 30 minutes and the soup should be done. Looks done, looks really good. And all we're gonna do now is put some of this into a bowl and we are gonna garnish that. Oh, this looks really good actually. Try not to make a huge mess in here. It's thickened up really, really nicely. And then, so I'm just gonna put some garnish on here. I want cheese on mine. I want bacon bits on mine. And a little bit of green onion on there. Throw a little pepper on there too. Give you a little look-see, show you what that looks like. And now it's the moment of truth. I'm gonna try it out. It's really hot, so I'm gonna also try not to burn myself. I should mention it's also like the hottest day of the year and I decided to eat soup today, so this will be fun. It is some really, really good soup. My one critique, now that I'm burning myself, would be just that I would mash up the potatoes a little bit more into the soup. But other than that, it's actually really, really tasty. I would probably give this soup a 10 out of 10. Definitely worth a try in the winter months. Thank you so much for joining us on Barber and Haskill's Kitchen. Please feel free to vote on our next contest that we have to see what recipe that we're gonna make. And as always, if you have any questions or comments, please put them below this video and we will get back to you. Thanks again for joining us on Barber and Haskill's Kitchen.